Good morning. This is Shivi right here on Lyca Radio, and I've got the very lovely Hemina Shah joining us. Hello, Hemina.
Hey, Shivi. How are you?
I'm good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for joining me in the studio. It's very early in the morning, but you're here, and I'm glad to hear you. Now, we are going to be playing your debut single, Abija, very, very shortly. In fact, it's lined up next. But before we get into the interview about your new album, I want to know from you, what have you been up to? Because your single came out in 2015. Hemina, where have you been? What have you been doing?
Yes, the single came out in March 2015, and since then I've been working hard in the studio trying to finish my album, which has 11 tracks on it. So it's taken a bit of time, but I'm glad I managed to finish it in this 2016.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also been busy performing around the globe as well as the UK. So yes, it's been an incredible year, incredible journey as well.
And do you still look back at Abija with fond memories and you kind of think, that was my first song?
Yes, it really it means a lot.
Yeah, it does mean a lot.
It means a lot to me, yeah.
Oh, well, that's good, because we're going to spin it next. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about your new album as well. The album.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that. And we're going to be giving away copies as well. So if you want to win a copy of Hemina Shah's new album, you do need to get in touch with us, right?
Of course, yes.
You need to let us know, right?
Of course, yeah.
Come on. So you need to let us know. You can get in touch on Twitter at Lyca Radio 1458. You can email me, studio@lycaradio.co.uk as well. Or you can give me a call, 0207 501 1544. If you've also got any questions for Hemina, do let me know and we'll be asking her. Hemina, you up for questions?
Of course, definitely.
Good. That's what I like to hear. We're going to be spinning Abija next. Keep it locked. This is Lyca Radio.
Lyca Radio Breakfast. Lyca Radio. Lyca Radio.
This is Shivi on Lyca Radio, and I'm joined by the very lovely Hemina Shah is in the studio. How you doing, Hemina?
I'm good. Hey guys, how you doing?
So lovely to hear your voice again. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, just one song ago.
Just one song ago. Now, we did just play up Jasa Koi from your new album, The Album, which we'll be talking about very, very shortly. Now, that's a great cover version of a classic song, right?
Yes, I love this song. It's originally sung by Nazia Hussain, and I really, really wanted to do a tribute to her because she's one of my all-time favourite singers, and this is my favourite song as well. So I thought, as a grand finale, why not remix this old song into a jazzy, funky kind of song so that people can groove to it on the dance floor. And
absolutely.
There you go.
And it does sound great, and it sounds very modern, actually. You've obviously taken the modern twist on it, and you've made it sound great.
Yeah,
brought an old classic back to life. Yeah?
Thank you.
And why that song? Why did that song make the album? Because you've done covers in the past, haven't you? You've done other covers. Why this particular cover?
I don't think there has been a remix done of this song, so I thought let me try and be the one that does a remix of the song. Maybe there has been, but I haven't heard it anyway.
Yeah.
So
no, it sounds really good.
I really love this song. You know, I used to perform it a lot.
Yeah.
I still do. But, you know, I used to perform the older version, and I thought I wanted to do a jazzy upbeat version in my shows now. So
why not? Why not? Now, tell me as well. Now, obviously, you've been in the industry for a while, and you've got a musical family who are all in the industry as well. So tell me, what's your take on today in the music industry? Maybe in the Brit-Asian scene, also across, like, you've been traveling the world, performing worldwide as well. So what's your take on the industry at the moment?
It's really, really good to see that there's a lot more female talent coming out, you know, especially in the UK as well as around the world, because it used to be a very male-dominated industry. Yeah. So it's all about girl power now. And in terms of Bollywood, I think there's so many more platforms for young and upcoming talent for them to get recognised, because again, before it used to be dominated by just a very few singers in the industry. So there's more opportunities, and you know, people want to hear young and upcoming talent. So it's great.
True, and that's great. And now we will be talking more about your album as well, because you've got 11 tracks, each one so different.
Yes.
So different, and we will be talking about that. I cannot wait. So make sure you keep it locked to Lyca Radio. We've got Hemina Shah live in the studio. She's going to be hanging around, aren't you?
I am indeed, yeah.
Yes, good. And we'll also be giving away copies of her new album as well. So if you want to win a copy, all you have to do is get in touch on Twitter at Lyca Radio 1458. You can also drop me an email, studio@lycaradio.co.uk, and we'll be playing more music from Hemina very, very shortly. Keep it locked. This is Lyca Radio. This is Lyca Radio. It is Shivi in for Neha right through till midday, and I'm joined by the very lovely and talented Hemina Shah, who you just heard there with her with a song from your new album, Tere Bin Dil. How did that come about? Very Bollywood, right?
Yes, very Bollywood. Exactly. That's why I've always wanted to do a very lovey-dovey Bollywood song.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can get any better than this.
You kind of have to do a lovey-dovey Bollywood song,
album.
don't you?
So that's the Bollywood track of the album, really.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Now let's talk about the album, shall we? So
yes, let's do that.
Now I know you've been a bit scared about this question, right?
I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Yeah.
So let's talk about it. Right. So the album is called The Album.
Yes,
I like it.
The Album.
Very simple. Why? Why the album? Why did you call it The Album?
Well, you know what? It's got everything in it. It's got all different types of styles, moods, variety. So, I mean, I just kept it really, really simple, as you can see, and called it The Album because it's full of everything. Something for everybody.
And it is like an album, right? Like a photo album. It's got everything in it, hasn't it? It really has.
Absolutely.
So tell me, when you call it The Album, when you thought about that name and you said, right, I want to keep it simple, I want to just make it The Album, did you kind of have that in your head, that it was going to be a combination of everything from your life or everything that you're kind of doing at the moment, or is that what you kind of just thought?
I wanted to have so many different styles of my voice and music and everything all put on one album. So that's what I did. I tried to put in everything in there.
Now I've got to say, you have really achieved that because there are so many different genres and styles, and I mean, you've done it all on this album, haven't you?
I tried to.
You really have, and it sounds amazing. Have you got any particular favourite tracks? I know you've got 11 tracks to choose from. There's a lot of tracks there.
It's a hard one. I've had so much fun recording all of them, but I would say my absolute favourites are Abija, because I love the Bollywood film and the Bollywood rock style feel to the song. And the live instruments, they're all completely live. And also the Punjabi tracks. I started with the first Punjabi track I recorded was Mustador, and I had so much fun with it, with the Punjabi pronunciation. Which
was actually, it became Donny's big one, not last week, but the week before that. Selly was covering for Donny on Breakfast, and it was Donny's big one. So I know that Lyca Radio listeners have been hearing a lot of that song as well. It's been getting a lot of good feedback as well on social media.
I'm proud of my Punjabi pronunciation, especially being Gujarati.
Yeah,
it was quite challenging, but I had loads of fun doing the Punjabi stuff.
Yeah. Now, tell me as well. So, is that your favourite song then? Is that your favourite song from the album?
Oh gosh, Mustador and Tera Pyar Judai, because that's another Punjabi one. I'm on a roll with it, as you can see. It's kind of gearing that way.
Yeah, I can see that. That's good, right? And tell me more about how the album was written, composed and produced, because the last time you were with us, you were with me and Selly actually when we were on a breakfast show.
That's right, yeah.
And you were telling us about how you're working with producers kind of across the pond.
Yes.
Well, not really across the pond, but kind of in other parts of the world. And that must be quite a difficult process, right? Especially recording a whole album.
Yeah, it took a while to do, but I'm glad I finally managed to finish it. I worked with a couple of producers called Zain Khan and Sonu Khan, and I was approached by them back in 2015. And that was a time when I was actually looking to work on a track. So we started with Abija, and that went down really well. So in the end, we decided to do a full album, and there you go, we're 11 tracks later on.
Now, I have a favourite on the album. I do,
What's
indeed.
That?
I have, it's track number 1.
Okay.
And it's Biyahu Bekrar. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, do you know, I'm going to get you to sing that after.
Oh, no, you can't do that. No, none of that. It's a breakfast show, remember, there are still frogs in throats and stuff. But I might get you to sing a little bit, a bit later on, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that?
Yeah? Sounds good.
Yeah. So, that's my favourite track, and it's very different from, because we all knew you really from Abija. That was our Hemina Shah kind of fix, right?
Yeah.
And then since then we obviously didn't hear a lot from you, and now all of a sudden you've come out with this album, and there's tracks there's R&B tracks, there's dance tracks, there's cover versions, there's ballads. I mean, it really is like an amalgamation of all your best bits, really. Is that kind of how you feel this is? Are you going to look back on this album and be like, you know what, this is like a Hemina best bits or something like that?
I think so. I mean, I put so much thought, and it's been a lot of hours in the studio, so I really have tried to get everything, all my different styles and moods and everything into this one album. And what does this album mean to you? Why this album? Why now? Why at this particular moment in time?
Why did all of these things come together to make this album so perfect for you at this moment?
Well, coming from a musical family, my dad sings, my sister sings, you know, I've always been surrounded by music, and it's been my dream to have my own album. So, you know, I decided I think I want to do this, and I've had great support from my family, from my husband, my kids, my parents. They've been there for me throughout the way, and it's been an amazing experience. It's something I've always wanted to do, and it's a big part of me.
And you're doing it for yourself, aren't you?
You're just doing it because
you love music.
I love music, and I'm going to keep putting out music.
Yeah, good. That's what we like to hear. Now, we will be playing a track from your new album. Now, this is called Dil Habibi. Very, very different, again, to all the tracks that you've been that we've heard from you in the past. So tell me a bit about how this song came about.
Okay, well, this was one of the later tracks. So I had put in the Bollywood, I'd put in the rock songs, I'd put in the Punjabi stuff, and I'm like, well, what haven't I done? And I thought, well, I haven't put an Arabic track in, so let's do Dil Habibi.
Should we give it a spin?
Go for it.
Let's give it a spin. This is Lyca Radio. This is Lyca Radio. It's Shivi, and I'm joined by the very lovely Hemina Shah in the studio. Now, Hemina, we have been playing that song actually by Arijit Singh.
Yes, we were
now,
talking about him.
Why did we just play that song, Hemina? Do you want to tell me?
Well, we were just talking about all the wonderful artists are out there at the moment, and so I would say one of my favourite biggest inspirational artists in Bollywood is Arijit Singh, because as I was saying, he's so versatile.
Yeah,
and his voice can be suited to so many different actors, and
now we can say that about you as well, right?
I hope
you
so.
clearly have been influenced by him, because obviously now, like on your album, your voice is suited to like ballads, it's suited to like cover classics, it's suited to like rock kind of music as well. I mean, you kind of done it all, really. I tried to get it all out there. And he was a major influence on you in this album. I think so.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he's been doing a lot of Bollywood rock style songs, so that's what inspired me to get a few rock style songs in the album as well. Yeah. In terms of my all-time favorite, as we were saying, is Lataji, because she's just amazing. I grew up listening and singing all her songs, so she really got me into singing. And growing up, Sonu Nigam, Shreya Ghoshal, they're all just fantastic.
Yeah, they're still like the pinnacle voices, aren't they, of Bollywood and of the industry, right? It's true. So tell me, what's next? What's next for Hemina Shah? Where do you go from here? You've got the album now, you've had the single, you've got the album. What's next?
Okay, so, well, it's the start of the new year, so I'm dying to get back into the studio to make some more music.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
I'm just planning when I'm going to do that, but I'm definitely going to do that later this month. And I've got quite a few new ideas as well, so I'm going to just work with those and see how it goes. I've got a few shows lined up as well later on this year, so looking forward to performing around the world and UK.
Cool.
So
and is it going to be a single, do you think, or do you think you're going to go straight in with another album?
I think I'm going to go with an album. Another album, Maybe not as long as this one. Maybe a shorter album, but I think I'm going to do that. But let's see how it goes. You just don't know.
Just going to play it by ear, right?
Just go in and
just take it easy and keep being creative. It's all about that, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
And I think I want to be a radio presenter.
What?
Especially after my experience today.
Take my job?
Yeah. It was so much fun.
I like that. Hemina on the airwaves, right? We like that.
We should co-host together.
You certainly got a voice for it, I have to say.
So?
Yes, I think you've got a great radio voice.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's co-host.
We should do it.
Definitely.
Now, I'm going to be playing more music from Hemina's new album as well. Remember, if you want to win a copy of this album, get in touch with us on email, studio@lycaradio.co.uk. This is Lyca Radio. Keep it locked. I've got a lot more from Hemina Shah coming up very shortly. This is Lyca Radio. It's Shivi in for Neha until midday, and I've got the very lovely Hemina Shah joining me in the studio.
Hey!
How are you doing, Hemina?
I'm good, thank you.
You've been here all morning.
I know. How do you do this?
How do I do this?
How do you do this? I'm a natural, right?
No, of course. You're blatantly going to steal my job, right? That's what's going to happen. Now, Hemina, we're just going to... Now, before we wrap up the interview, obviously, it's been great having you on, by the way.
Thank you.
For keeping me company
for
as well.
having me.
And we're going to be playing your favourite song from your new album.
Yes, this is my favourite song, and it's called Tera Pyar Judai. You have, yes.
Check me out.
And it's a Punjabi R&B track, and I'm really, really proud of this one because I had to work really hard on my Punjabi pronunciation.
Yeah.
Definitely something quite challenging being Gujarati. So
And it is.
Let me know what you think.
It is very R&B, actually.
It is, yeah.
And is that a style that you enjoy doing? Did you find that you just?
Well,
loved it?
I've always loved listening to R&B, but I've never sung a song like this before.
Really?
So
it was a new experience.
Completely new experience,
was
and
it challenging?
I enjoyed it.
Was it difficult?
It was challenging just to get the accent,
there
because it's so different to Hindi and Gujarati.
So what?
as
Did
well.
you have like a coach?
I was lucky a friend's dad who helped me through the pronunciation, as well as a very good family friend of ours.
Yeah.
She helped me through and guided me through. No, you don't say it like this. You say it like that. Open your mouth a bit more.
Really Did that sometimes get a little bit annoying?
No. It just.
No?
I kept on saying everything in a very Hindi way, very sweet, and he's like, no, Punjabi's like rough. Just don't even sing it. Just say it.
Just say it.
Just say it. Yeah.
Well, you know what? This song actually it's my second favorite on the album.
Okay.
Behind
That's
Tap
good to
On,
know.
which
That's
is my
good to
favorite.
know.
But I do like it a lot, and I love the R&B vibe to it.
Cool.
Now, Hemina, we are going to wrap up the interview. It's so sad. I don't want to say goodbye.
Thank you for having me. It's
but
been
you know
wonderful.
What? It's been such a pleasure having you in the studio. And as you said, and we've got a video to prove it, you will be back.
I will be back sooner than you think, Shivi.
Yes. Good. That's what I want to hear. And will it be with a single, an album? It's going to be new music. New music.
Well, that's what you think.
I hope it. She wants my job. This is scary. You want to be on radio.
I want to be on radio.
You are on radio. We're paying you
but I want
on
to sit
radio.
on that chair. I want to sit on the hot seat.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to swap positions, aren't we? Yeah. I'll be the singer. You can interview me next time.
In fact,
right?
we're going to do a song together.
We are. You heard it here first on Lyca Radio, an exclusive from Hemina Shah. Hemina, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Shivi. It's been wonderful.
And as we said, we all want to see you back here sooner than
with new music. Yes, I will be back.
We've waited long enough. 2015. Come on, it's 2017. What's going on? Right. So remember, you can win copies of Hemina's new album right here on Lyca Radio. Just send us an email, studio@lycaradio.co.uk. But now let's play that track that Hemina loves so much. This is Tera Pyar July from the album, right here. Hemina Shah, do you want to introduce your song?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Go for
in
it.
my radio voice.
Come on.
Can I?
You can do it on your mic over there.
On my own mic.
Yeah,
I was trying to get in the chair.
Give us
So
an
you're
introduction.
listening to Tera Pyar July on Lyca Radio.